Hey guys, what's going on? It's Hyrule Sentinel back again today, and for the first time, I'm going into some complex descriptions here, and I'm doing some science. Now here's what we're studying today. I'm playing Ultimate Chicken Horse because I enjoy playing this game, and we are going to be going into an intense study of the black hole. What it is, what it does, how powerful it is, how you can use it to your advantage in ways most people won't expect you to. Just going to go into all the depths of the black hole and figure it all out. So, as you can see here, I have created a safer place to hide behind. I've created a safe barrier to hide behind for later in the video if I need it. It's my bomb-proof shelter. So, I have the black hole here. Now, as we can see, from this far away, black hole doesn't suck me in. But if you jump towards it, it can affect your gravity, or it can suck you in and kill you. This part we know. This part is mostly common knowledge. However, what isn't common knowledge is how the black hole can affect projectiles. So, as you see here, we have a crossbow. You shoot a crossbow straight at it, what happens? Well, as you can probably guess, it's destroyed. The crossbow bolt is just stuck right in there. However, if we take these crossbow bolts and we put them on either side, they are not sucked in. They are affected by the gravity. As you can see, the bolts move, change direction entirely, and head off at new angles. Now, how can you use this to your advantage? If you are playing around and someone has a crossbow set up towards you and it keeps trapping you and they keep getting trap points and you keep dying, you can use the black hole, if you get it, to affect the gravity and change its position in a way they aren't expecting, and therefore it no longer does what they're expecting. And then you can make it. Now you may be wondering, exactly how far wide does the black hole affect objects? So that's the next part of our little experiment here. We're going to destroy the center one because we already know that doesn't do anything. That just gets sucked up. So now we're going to watch here. We now have two on each sides. As you can see, the ones farther outside angles change even more to be almost straight but angled a little down, which is the opposite by at least 90 degrees of what they were going to do. Now, what you will then see is if we go one more out, place one there, place one there. If we go one more out, then we have three. And the third ones they almost make a U-turn and keep heading out back down, which is completely the opposite of the direction that we wanted them to go at first. So, if we put a fourth one though, what you will find is the fourth ones turn even more and cross in the direction opposite of the direction. They go straight ahead, I mean. It's just not like the others. And then, if we go one more, you can see the ones on the far outside at this point aren't affected. If you watch, they wobble for just a second. For just a second they wobble, and then they go back to not doing anything. The black hole's gravity is not strong enough. So we can assume the black hole's gravity spear is only effective within blocks, within the 8-block radius that it is in. So that's useful to know. So now, we can delete these outside ones. Now I know what you're thinking. So now I know about crossbow bolts, but there's other projectiles. So the next thing we're going to go into is the hockey shooter. And this one's a lot easier to do, so I'm just going to do it diagonally here, so that you get a good view of what that looks like. So now we have 5 there. So we're back here, we're watching. As you can see, the hockey pucks move at such speed, they aren't affected by the black hole. They just move straight through, hit the wall. one, as you can see, the bottom one even goes straight through the black hole and comes out. So hockey pucks are faster than a black hole. This is quantum physics we're figuring out right now. So we can ignore these. These aren't useful. There's nothing fun about them. Then we have these. Didn't mean to place it there. These are also used. If you shoot one straight at it, as you can probably guess, if you shoot one straight at it, it will curve around the edge there. But if we put another one there, there, and there, and now watch it, you can see the various ranges in which all of them are affected. So we can assume by all this that the arrow is the slowest projectile, and the flaming tennis balls are the next slowest, and then the hockey pucks are very quick. Didn't mean to place it there either. So if we fill out this row of 8 here, and we take a look at it now, you can see they're all affected. In fact, the farther up you go, it actually slows down the shots. And towards the bottom, when it gets closer to the black hole, it speeds up the shots, which is another effect of this. In fact, I would actually say the top one is not being affected at the moment. So now that we know the basics, we can get into some more details with this. So, we know what happens if we have one black hole and how they're affected by it. But what you can also do is make complex, nuke everything. You can make complex systems with the black hole, which I will show you next. But first, I'm gonna pause. So as you can see now, we have ourselves a bunker that when we have things on top of, will not be able to affect us, so we can properly experiment with black holes. So now, we are only going to take a single arrow this time. Because crossbow bolts are the slowest, we can experiment with them the most. And we can see the effects of the black hole the most. So if we take a black hole and put it here, what we should see, if we switch, is it heads up. Now, if we take another black hole, I'm going to make a way to see it from up there too. So we'll be back after another pause. Okay, so we now have enough walls to safely watch this from behind. So as we can see, when it is hooked, it heads up like that and then slowly flies out of sight. So, what we're next going to do is we're going to add another black hole and see if we can make a chain to see just how much we can manipulate this. So I'm assuming it heads up and back around up a bit. So if we put this here and then test it, as we can see, it heads up and then back down. It curves up and around all the way over to here. So we take this, we put it here, what's this doing here? Alright, so now let's watch it. We know we'll hook up over there, it'll go up, it'll come back down. We've already seen that part. The important part is here. So now it heads, I'm assuming back, didn't mean to finish there. I'm assuming it heads back up again. Yes. So now, just for experiments here, let's see what happens if we do this. So now, we wait for a second, curves up, curves down, curves up, curves down again. So we can actually use that. As you can see here, this is 6 apart and 2 down. So if we go 2 down, that'd be in this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. So if we go back to this and we take a look, wait a second, we can really just mess with the way the arrow's trajectory goes. So that's pretty much the gist of black holes. Black holes allow you to manipulate with some of the projectiles and allow you to change their trajectory to do different things than what they were planned to do. I hope you all have enjoyed and found this interesting, or maybe thought of a way to use this in your gameplay. Thanks for watching. Bye.